Hello everyone, Mege here, and today, August 27, we just got the new patch notes, and I'm checking these right now. Probably by the time I release this video, the patch will be live already. I haven't pre-checked this, I'm doing this as I'm recording the video, so I only got an idea from PC who sent me a message saying he wasn't, I believe, too happy with some of the changes. That kind of was his knee-jerk reaction. So let's see what I think. So the first thing we get is a little note here saying that they messed up last time. Vengeful barrier wasn't reduced to 10 seconds but to 15 seconds. Then we have the hot stuff right away. So Warmonger feats corruption, both Nasha and Warmonger, they said this would happen, that would tackle both of them, is no longer triggered by having soldiers on your team, from your team in the area of effect. Well, this is quite the nerf. To be sure, this will definitely change how Warmonger kind of plays 4v4 modes. I wonder if Soldiers also applies to Pikemen and such, but I would think so. Like, Warmonger right now likes to go B, or rather minion lane in general, because she's Vanguard, she gets renowned very quick by killing minions, and, you know, she can clear, if someone dares come into her territory, she can clear B very fast by corrupting the opponent. So this will really, this is a big nerf, I think. What else we get? Decrease the time. Okay, so once you activate the first feat, it only stays active for 15 seconds instead of 20. I think this is good, very good. Gives an even clearer counterplay. You see her, you know, put the poison, the corruption on the blade, run away. And the cooldown is increased. I think this was way needed, from 60 seconds to 75. Was way too fast for a feat of that power, I think. They also increased the cooldown of the fourth feat from 150 to 180. So all in all, the major difference here, they went the let's nerf it against minions way. What I suggested last time was keep it the way it is versus minion, maybe give a, I don't know, damage cap versus minion on breach or something, because it's especially impressive in breach. They moved it entirely for minion. The damage stays the same though, so I'm not sure to feel about that. I think the damage might still be a little too high, and I still think this doesn't solve the problem when, you know, Warmongers just corrupt the commander in breach. I don't know, I guess we will see. The fact that she doesn't get it on minions anymore, so the minion lane isn't really her domain anymore, will make her more manageable, I think, and make her have a harder time just get to the 4th tier, and we might see the 4th tier even less now in matches, so, you know, it might be good changes overall, we'll see. Okay, so next we have some stamina adjustments here. I feel like this is what the community has asked for. So they decreased the light attack input attacks, so lights and I guess, for example, dodge attacks with the light input, from 12 stamina to 9 stamina, and the combo lights now cost even less. So this is very good. Oh, combo lights refers to light attacks that are guaranteed after other lights are heavy. Oh, for example, yeah, Warden side light, stuff like that costs even less. This is great. I feel like Warden double side light really costed a lot, and that felt very bad to use. Like, I think 4 bashes into side light and you were out of stamina or something like that. They also double down on these for Berserker, where all of his lights after feints now cost 6 stamina, which is good. I thought Berserker can do his thing even more now. I've heard of Berserker mains saying that the stamina changes were really hurting the character. So great. Okay, now we have some damage changes, so that seems to be it for stamina changes. I think that's fine. Bashes still probably cost a lot of stamina, but let's see what we have here. So they have a little comment here. Let me read it real quick. Alright, so from reading this is good. So what they did overall is get damage values closer, not the same, but closer to Testing Grounds Week 2, which a lot of people seems to have asked for. And overall, the damage for heavies have been lowered, which is to ensure that punishes and such are less damaging. To lights pretty much stays the same. So they did this so that fights can last a little longer, and you have more time, to read, to play the mind games and whatever is fun about fighting games. They also raised non-attack damage for heroes that rely on them as their sole guard break punish, so Raider comes to mind, obviously. Alright, so honestly, I don't think I can really go into all of these right now. I will go on Warmonger and Warden. Alright, so what we have here, for example, for Warden, is an overall lower damage across the board. What's especially hit, as they mentioned, is heavy attacks. Not sure I understand why Rushing Slash, which is the out of lock running attack, was nerfed by 6 damage, but I mean, sure. I don't know. It seems a little weird because I don't think the movies use that much. And Combo Lights deals slightly less damage, but it's just 1 damage. Crushing Current Stroke as well deals 4 less damage, but it's okay. So overall, quite the reduction for Warden on heavies mostly, and I feel like, yeah, Warmonger is probably going to be the same, right? It is pretty much the same. Seems like there is no damage changes on lights at all. Prey Upon now deals 20 damage from 25. Oh my god, which one is Prey Upon? The side one? I think it's the side dodge attack. Or maybe, no, I think Prey Upon is the forward one. Beast of Prey is the side one, maybe. I don't know, perhaps. Oh, Beast of Prey deals more. Yeah, I think that was 23 from 224 on the Prowl. I mean, these are all... They haven't touched their lights, which is very good, actually. Like, overall, this seems in line with what you're doing. Look, I'm not going through all of this. There's probably some outliers. For example, I don't know, maybe... I think PC mentioned that Yorm gets still a lot of damage, for example, on the slam to the ground, maybe. I don't know what the name. Hammer Slam still just 38, which is a lot, I guess. But then, I don't know. We'll have to see how it plays out, right? With lights costing even less stamina, might be very hard for Yorm to put opponents out of stamina. Even harder. I don't know. I want to see what they did to Elander, though. Elander, less damage on... I mean, this is still high damage compared to Warden, for example. I think Warden, for example, nice high heavies deal something like 24. Sally Curse. Offensive heavies, I want to say. 30 damage still from 37. It's a nerf, but I feel like Elander can get even easier now on offensive stance due to the light being so strong. I don't know, like overall, this seems fine to me. So, like, I like the idea of having fights lasting longer. I think that's one of the things For Honor didn't really get right. And they tried with the first testing grounds. Heavies were kind of still dealing a little too much damage, Phil. And I guess we'll see. We'll see how this plays out. This doesn't do anything to fix the... I haven't checked all the patch notes yet. Let me just go further and then we'll talk. Okay, so here we have some outliers for stamina drain being all standardized to drain 30 stamina, which I think it's all nerfs from these, right? Yeah, they all go from higher values to 30. And I think that's fine, because, yeah, we don't want to run out of stamina too often. Running out of stamina should be a mistake you make, rather than, you know, something that can... like, Warlord Pretty Punish dealt 60. Is Shugoki in here? Yeah, but was 50. Crazy. Oh, and I love this. I love that they also made Shugoki not get frame advantage after his lights. However, I kind of feel like you need to give the same treatment to Warmonger, for example, and Warlord. Maybe? I don't know. I guess Shugoki is more oppressive due to also having armor on them. I don't know. I feel like Warlord and Warmonger's lights are extremely good due to, you know, the way they function with frame advantage now. But we'll see, I guess. That's something I might be a little worried about, and we'll see how it develops. And then we end with some little bug fixes. So overall, I am happy about the changes. Yeah, I think these are good changes. Lower heavy damage has been asked, especially by, I think, comp players have been asking about this, so I don't mind. I feel like having fights last longer makes for a more interesting game, where you get, as they said, more time to learn your opponent's habits and make more reads rather than random guesses. Because I mean, everyone has habits, even though people sometimes say, I've seen people say, I'm just mashing buttons and winning because they can trade me. But even when you're mashing buttons, you have some habits. I think this is something I mentioned in one of my latest videos, but it's much harder, I think, to find your own habits than your opponents. I feel like you're much more focused on your opponents when you're playing, so you can pick up on their habits, on their patterns much more quickly than your own, until they start like punishing your own patterns and stuff like 1,000 times, then maybe you catch up. This is also why one of the best ways to improve at fighting games is playing against someone who's better than you. Or I guess games in general, but I think fighting games, this applies especially for, in my case, for Smash Bros, for example. What I'm a little worried about, I guess we'll see how this handles light spam, let's say. I've seen a lot of people complain about light spam. I don't think it should be an issue, to be honest, like with the way frame advantage now works. Again, I haven't played console, I'm kind of working on it. This is a little different discussion. I'm planning on making a part 2 with Reese's Evil and talk about this too. But besides that, I'm overall happy with this. I would give this. I don't know. Do we want to vote a patch? 8 out of 10. I don't know, something like that. This was good. So I don't know. I guess I'll talk with PC and hear what he has to. Again, I haven't checked if there is any outliers, like something like Headbutt now deals 30 damage out of nowhere. But maybe, I don't know. Maybe there is some stuff like that. We'll see. We'll see. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this video. Really looking forward to hear what you guys think of these patch notes, these changes that will go live. Probably have gone live already by the time this releases. And I also want to know if there is any outlier. So, for example, I feel people will like check for their characters and I don't know, they see something like Raider Heavy now deals, I don't know, 10 damage. What the fuck is this? Okay, just let me know. Let me know. It's interesting to me. I don't think I can really go through all of these. I don't even know some of the names. These like what is Make Way, for example. I know what's Make Way, but you know, stuff like that. Don't really know the name of some attacks. But yeah, I'll see you all next time. Have a good day, fellas.